Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Sonia Sood. So today's not going to be a makeup video. It's actually about A-level results day and what to do if you didn't get the results you wanted, or if you didn't get onto doing your A2, or if you didn't get into university. I've actually been through a lot in terms of my education journey, and I just kind of want to help someone. I don't know anyone, you know, who's collected their results or whatever, but you know, on the news it's been saying that this year has been the worst results since 2007. That's over a decade. So I just want to help someone because yeah, I've failed a lot but I went to university, and what to do if you get kicked out of sixth form, or you know, you didn't get the UCAS points. Like, I just want to help someone. So in terms of education, for me, I've never been naturally smart. I've always had to put in a lot of work, and you know, I've never really got the best grades out of it, no matter how much work I put in. So since year 11, my teacher was like, you know, Sonia, I don't think university's for you. Maybe you should like look at you know, apprenticeships, or like, you know, if like not A-levels, you know, do a B-TEC. And I was like, no, like I want to do my A-levels, blah blah. When I got my GCSE results, they weren't terrible, but they definitely weren't the best. So my parents paid for like private tuition as well, so you can obviously understand like they were quite angry that I didn't get like A stars and A's. They're like, we paid all this money for you, like, and you know, you just got average grades. Yeah, GCSE results day, obviously you're meant to take your grades like to your sixth form or whatever, call them up, I can't really remember, but yeah, the sixth form I wanted to go to couldn't let me in. They were like, well, you got a C in English, and I wanted to actually take English at A-level. So the A-levels I chose were maths, English language, economics and philosophy and ethics. So I got a B in maths, which was fine. I could have got in, I got in for economics and maths A-level, but my English, because I got a C, they were like, we can't. But luckily my tutor, my private tutor, was a teacher at that school, so she spoke to the sixth form and was like, no, like, you've got to let her in. Like, I know that that grade does not reflect her ability, and I know she can do like 10 times better, and I know she's fully capable of doing the A-level. So they let me in, and you know, I loved that sixth form. I loved it. I made so many friends. The teaching was really good. It was a really good sixth form. So obviously A-levels are hard, AS levels are hard. So when it was like parents' evening and stuff, you know, I wasn't getting the best feedback in terms of like my predicted grades and stuff. Even when my like school report came out, the comments said stuff like, oh, Sonia's very enthusiastic about the subject, she engages well, she asks a lot of questions, she does her homework on time, etc, etc. And then it said predicted grade E, U, like, and I was thinking, hang on, like, this doesn't make any sense, like, what's going on? So when I was getting my reports, I was like, hang on, like, I'm like 6 weeks away from sitting my AS exams. How can I be getting such positive comments but getting such low like predicted grades? Like, I was getting like E's and U's. Like, how can you even get predicted a U? Like, that's ungradable. Like, what the hell? So I took it to the my head of year, like my head of year at sixth form, and she was like, okay, she was like, this doesn't add up. She was like, you're putting all this effort in but you're not getting anything out of it. So then she started going through my work, blah blah, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna I think we need to do some tests for you, so some like tests for like learning disabilities and stuff. So, okay, they found that I needed extra time and that I could potentially be dyslexic or dyspraxic, or you know, I could have had these like learning disabilities, but that would have cost like £500, and I still would have got the same sort of arrangements for my exams. I didn't get that dyslexia test done, because it wouldn't have made a difference in terms of what I would have got. I would have just paid £500 for them to confirm, yes, you're dyslexic. But I didn't really need that. Like, I didn't need that I didn't need that confirmation, because I was still going to get the extra time. I hope that kind of makes sense. Anyways, results day came and I didn't get the grades to get back into the sixth form. I was gutted. I remember I opened my results up and I was crying. I said to my sister, I was like, they're not letting me back in with these grades. I was like, they're just not gonna. The grades I'd got, DEU. So I got a D in philosophy and ethics. I got an E in English, and I got a U in economics. My maths I dropped a couple months ago because I couldn't do it. Like, I loved maths at GCSE and I was good at it, but the C1 module was okay. When it got to C2 and S1, I was like, I can't do this, especially if I'm already being predicted like E's and U's. So I was like, I'll just drop that. So when I got my grades, so when I got the DEU, we went and spoke to like the head of year, like sixth form, whatever. And they were like, yeah, like we just can't let you in with these grades. Like, we can't let you even go to A2. And I was like, okay, like I'll retake the year. Like, you know, I really want to do it. They were like, we can't, like, we can't let you back in. Like, you have to get 3 E's to get back into sixth form. And I didn't. I was literally crying so much. I didn't know what to do. I was literally like, okay, like, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, what are you meant to do? Like, you're not letting me back in. The head teacher at the school was really, really nice. He was like, Sonia, like, you can go to the college. He was like, you could do a B-TEC. I had so much A-level snobbery in me. I was like, I'm not doing a B-TEC. I was like, I'm just not doing it. Like, no, like, I'm not doing it. My sister was like, Sonia, like, my brother done a B-TEC and he went to uni. And, you know, he's doing sick now. Like, he's actually doing very, very well. I was like, no, like, I want to give A-levels another go, blah, 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 blah. So, I wasn't allowed back into the sixth form. So I went to a different sixth form. And I hated it so much. I chose different A-levels. So second time round, I chose economics again, psychology, sociology and theology. So theology is very similar to like philosophy and ethics. So yeah, so I done them, but I hated the school so much, like due to like personal reasons and stuff, and just like the teaching wasn't as good as my first sixth form. But I hated that school. I hated it so much that I just wasn't going in, and I just didn't take it seriously the second time round. Like, I just didn't really care. But the second sixth form I went to, they also done some tests on me to kind of see like what sort of like arrangements I would need for my exams. So they done like reading tests and stuff, and my reading age came out to be 12 and I was nearly 18. But it wasn't reading in terms of like reading, it was like more comprehension. Like, I wasn't able to comprehend things to my age level. I was comprehending the same as a 12-year-old. When she told me that, I was literally like, what? And like, when I was like reading, like, she was like, oh, you need to read this sentence, blah blah. I would add words in, like, I would add words into the sentence that weren't even there. And she was like, hang on, like, say that again. And then I'd say it like properly the second time around. She'd be like, the first time, like, you were adding these words, and I was thinking, oh, oops, like, I don't know. So my second time round doing my AS, I was entitled to extra time and a reader, but I didn't think I needed a reader. So for my first exam, I remember I was like, okay, do you know what, I'm gonna take the reader. Like, if she wants to read to me, like, she can. But when she was reading, she was just like, the inflation rate is at, and I was thinking, do you know what, like, for the rest of my exam, I just don't even want a reader, because like, one, it's patronising, two, like, it's not that I can't read. Like, I can read, I just can't comprehend. Like, I can't, like, I process things a lot slower than the average person, and that was shown in the test. So my attendance, like, the second sixth form was like, I don't know, like 48% or something. Like, I hated it with a passion. I hated it so much. But I got my grades back for that year, and I'd got like I think I got like CDEU or CEEU or something like that. I don't know, I can't really remember. Like, I actually just didn't give a shit, like, honestly, I just didn't care. So, you know, I didn't cry the second time round. I think I was just used to not getting the grades I wanted for results day. But I remember I went home with the grades, and I was like, and then I started crying. Like, it hit me when I got home. I remember it was just raining outside, like, it was a really dull, depressing day, and I just got shit grades. And I was like, okay, Sonia, what are you gonna do with your life? You're 18, you've done your AS twice. Like, clearly it's not for you. But I knew I wanted to go to university. I really wanted to, and it was so much harder for me because my brother and sister had both gone to university. So my parents already had that expectation, like, I want my youngest to go to uni as well. Like, her brother and sister have both been to university. I want my little one to go as well. So I literally sat there and I was like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, what do I actually do now? And I was like, okay, like, maybe I can do an apprenticeship. It wouldn't have got me to uni, like, not the way I wanted it to anyways. I was like, I could do an apprenticeship. Like, I could get somewhere in life with that, you know, people do apprenticeships. But like, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to university. And yeah, like, I remember, like, my dad never really got onto me like that in terms of my education. Like, he never put the pressure on me like my mum did, like my sister did, blah blah. But I remember when I brought them results back and I was like, do you know what, like, I think I'm just going to do an apprenticeship. He said to me, he was like, Sonia, he was like, go and get an education. Like, we never had that back in India. Go and get an education. He was like, he didn't mind me, you know, doing an apprenticeship, but, you know, people in this country take so much advantage of the education system. Like, it's literally given to you for free. My mum and dad never got that education in India, so if it's literally given to me in this country, why would I not take it? So when my dad said that, I was literally like, wow, like, that's all he wants. He just wants me to be educated. That's what my parents want. They just want me to have an education. So I was looking into an apprenticeship and I kind of got one, and I was like, Sonia, you need to think about this. Like, you're gonna go down a completely different route now if you take this. So then I came across this girl that was like a couple of years above me at school, and she'd done a course at college called Access to Higher Education, and it's basically a one-year course at college that gets you to university. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't get you to shit unis. It does not get you to shit unis. You can get into Russell Group universities. She got a conditional offer to King's College. Also a guy I know that done it the year before he got into University of Nottingham. That's also a Russell Group university, one of the best unis in the country. Like, he got into it through the Access to Higher Education course. So I started looking it up and I started to look at university entry requirements, and yeah, like, they, you know, most unis accept it. I mean, obviously the ones like Oxford and Cambridge, I highly doubt it. I mean, they might, but, you know, there's so much competition in terms of A-levels, and, you know, they're so selective. So yeah, I started looking at Access to Higher Education, and I started, you know, talking to people that I know have done it and that I know have gone to university. So I decided to do that because I was like, do you know what, this could literally be my last chance to go to university. So the year I started the access course was the year I would have been going to uni, so I actually went uni a year later. But when I tell you that access course was the best thing I've done in my whole life, like, I wish I'd done it as soon as I flopped my AS levels the first time. I wish I'd just done it then. So it was 3 days a week. So Mondays was a full day, Wednesdays it was like 9 till 12, and Fridays it was like 1 till 4, 1 till 5 or something. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays I had off in it, because Tuesdays and Thursdays I had off. And I just started working at Sainsbury's and I was making money. It was so good. Like, I'd work Tuesdays, Friday nights and Sundays, and it was just so good because I was working, I was getting money, but I was getting an education. I was gonna go to university. Like, it was just so good. Like, it was such a happy time in my life. And the thing is, with access to higher education, that course actually teaches you what university is really like. So it teaches you about deadlines. Obviously, I mean, B-TECs teach you that too, but it also taught me about the Harvard referencing system, which is something every course at uni you will have to do, and it's such a big thing at university, referencing. And I knew that from college, and it taught me so many skills. It taught me so many skills that, you know, I took to university with me. And, you know, people that had done A-levels or B-TECs literally had no clue what it was when they went to uni, and I was like, haha, I know what it is. So yeah, so in terms of applying to university, I applied, obviously you get 5. I applied to Nottingham Trent, which is the one I went to, Aston University, which I'm glad I didn't go to, Coventry, Northampton and Portsmouth. I got unconditional offers to, I got conditional offers. You know, if I got the grades at the end of my access course, that I'd be going into uni. So yeah, like, I got in, I literally got 5 conditional offers, got my grades, and I was like, you know what, like, NTU was my firm choice. And I got in, I was picking my accommodation, and it was sick. It was so good. Like, I can't believe I actually got to university. And I never failed a year at university, never. So I done my first year, done my second year, done my third year, and last month I graduated with a 2-1 in business marketing, and it was the best thing. If you are wondering what sort of courses you can do through an access course at university, honestly, you can do so much. Like, the access course I done was business, but they offered loads. They done like a social science one, a law one, I don't know. They done loads. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the other ones because I knew, like, I just wanted to do the business one. But the people that were on my course also went to uni. Like, one of my friends, he chose business at access, and he went to NTU as well. And he studied construction, so that's completely different to business, but you could still get in with, like, the points. And he graduated with a 2-1 as well, and now he's doing a master's next month in project management. So, like, you can do it. There was another guy, he done business and he went to study law. Someone done social science, she went to uni to study, I don't know, sociology, psychology, I don't know, criminology, something like that. Like, what I'm saying is that you literally, there's so much you can do with this course. You could go to the best unis, you could do whatever course you want to do, law, you want to do business, you want to do, like, I don't know, quantity surveying, real estate, you can. The thing is, I just really want to inspire someone with this video, because I know how difficult it is and how upset I was 4 or 5 years ago when I was getting my results. But yeah, like, it's so possible. And if you don't get back into your 6th form, forget it, literally forget it. If you do an access course, you're in for 3 days a week, and you can get a part-time job, you'll be getting money, you know, you'll have a social life, etc, etc. Like, promise you, it will be the best thing you ever do. I think I've covered everything in this video, but if you've got any questions, like just message me and like leave a comment, message me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever. Message me and like I want to help you. I want to inspire someone. Even if you're like, oh Sonia, can you help me like look up an access course or like a college or whatever, I'll be like, do you know what, I'll help you. I will actually help you, because if you want to go to university, I know what it feels like people telling you can't do it, you can't do it, you're thick, you're this, you're that, like you're not, you can do it, man. You can actually do it. Listen, if you've got family that, you know, got their results, they're unhappy, like tell them about this video and that. If you've got a colleague at work, if anyone you know who's not happy with their results, etc, etc, don't give up. Call your local college and ask them if they offer access to higher education. Like that, I'm sure they will. So many colleges do now. So if you like this video, if you got any support out of it, if you think, you know, I was talking sense or whatever, just like this video, share it, subscribe, but just make sure you share it. That's the thing. I don't care about the likes, I don't care about how many views, you know, this video gets. I just want this video to go somewhere, like in terms of I want someone to see this video and I want to inspire someone and I want someone to go to university because of what I've said. Don't give up. Promise you, do not give up. Graduating is one of the best feelings you will ever have in your life. Like my parents were gassed, I was gassed, like I was 10 times more gassed than people that, you know, that didn't fail. Like I failed so many times. Teacher was telling me I could not do it. I went and done it, and do you know what I gotta say to them teachers? But yeah, I really just do want to help someone, so just share the video, just share it. Share it. If you want to go uni, you can. Don't let these A-level like snobs tell you that you need A-levels to go uni, because you don't. People do A-levels all the time. Like it doesn't matter how you get to uni. Once you get to uni, that's what matters. Like people I went uni with, yeah, went to grammar schools, went to bloody private schools. Some of them got 2-2s, you know. I got a 2-1, one of the best grades, the grades that recruiters want, like, you know, employers want to take a candidate on. They want minimum 2-1, most of them. If you got a 2-2, like, it's not the end of the world, isn't it? Like, you can really get a job. It just might be a little bit more difficult, but you can, don't let it put you down in that. Trust me. So I really hope this video has helped someone. If it has, like, even if it hasn't, still like it. I just make sure you share it in it, because I don't care about the views. I actually don't care if it gets 50 views, like mine are in it. I don't care. I just want someone to go uni. Like I do. Like you'll have the best years of your life. Trust me, you will. If you don't want to go uni, then you know you don't have to. But if you really want to go like I did, do what I done. You'll love it. Anyways, have a good day.